Hey everybody, back again, part 2. This is part 2. And this is Happy Broadcasting Sunday. We calling it Happy Broadcasting Sunday because we broadcasting today. That's what we're doing. We're broadcasting. We're not worried about flashback, but we are going to talk about a little flashback too. But before I even start that, this is part 2. Bam, look at my food here. I just want you to see my food, spaghetti. But this is not spaghetti. This is Bro-Getty. I made this myself a little while ago. And you're probably going to say, what the heck is that? I'm going to tell you what it is. After I take a couple bites. I haven't tried it yet. Okay. These are your normal noodles that you eat when you eat spaghetti. And these are little chopped up hot dogs. Chopped up hot dogs, okay? And the reason I got chopped up hot dogs is because I ran out of ground beef. Keeping it real. I did have ground beef in here originally. But when we got down to the end of the pot, all the ground beef was gone. So I don't like to waste food. And I'm keeping it real. So we call it Bro-Getty. This is Bro-Getty. It's a brother on a budget. Gotta do what you gotta do. You're not trying to waste food. I sprinkle some garlic salt over it, some hot sauce, and to give it that red texture. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's actually ketchup. I know that's really Bro-Getty. That's ketchup because I don't have no more Prego sauce or whatever. So a brother gotta do what he gotta do to survive. The brother gotta do what he gotta do to live and eat. So once again, don't hate, don't wait, donate. Help a brother get some Prego sauce. Help a brother get the things that he really needs. Some ground beef. I'm out of ground beef and I'm out of Prego sauce, so I had to do this. This is the poor man's spaghetti. But we don't call it spaghetti. We call it Bro-Getty. So I'm hungry right now, and the reason I'm hungry, I know you're not supposed to eat on camera. I don't care, because I keep it real. The reason I'm hungry is because I haven't really ate anything all day. I had a brownie. I fixed my dad one of those hungry man TV dinners. He had a hungry man TV dinner today. He likes those with the chicken, mashed potatoes, and all that stuff. I'm eating the Bro-Getty. I'm keeping it real because I didn't want to waste my spaghetti. I had a little spaghetti left. Spaghetti was good for about, it lasted me for about a week or two. It was pretty good, but then I ran out of ground beef, and I'm just keeping it real. Poor man spaghetti. So once again, don't hate, don't wait. It's actually pretty good, and I think it's pretty good because I'm hungry. When you're hungry, a lot of things is good. A lot of people are starving right now around the world, and they're going through things. People in Ukraine, people in Gaza, they're starving right now. They wish they had this meat, these hot dogs and spaghetti. I'm telling you. So I'm not complaining at all, and I'm very thankful to be alive. Did I pray for my food? I was eating so fast. I'm sorry. Thank you for this food in Jesus' name. Thank you for this food, Lord, in Jesus' name. So I just yeah, I should have prayed for my food. I was just so hungry. I've been working with the cameras and stuff all day, believe it or not, cleaning up a little bit and organizing. I'm going to set that aside for a minute. The camera I got today, I did get the camera today from the thrift store, keeping it real. It came right after I was getting ready to upload the video, part 1 that I uploaded already. I already uploaded it. I had to edit it. I didn't want to edit the video, but I edited a little bit, just basic editing, put some titles in there or whatever. But I did edit the video because it was in a 4-part thing, and I had to, I can't give you 4 parts. So in order to stitch it all together, you put it in a timeline and you let it do its thing. It's called processing or rendering. So I had to let it render, and that took a long time. It took like 2 hours to render. And then after it rendered, it I was able to, then I had to take it and put it on a chip because I have multiple computers. I had to take it out of that computer and put it in another computer because the other computer is not hooked up on the internet and it doesn't work on the internet and whatever. It's an old Dell computer. So my old Dell computer, so Dell all-in-one, that's the one that does all my editing. Then I switched it over to my HP laptop. Then I took it out, put it on a SD card, put it into my laptop. I got a little HP laptop, and then I send it out to YouTube. So it's a long process. That's why I'm trying to say, there's a simple ways of doing things, and your phone is the easiest way now. Most people got their phone, and then boom, they hit it and they send it out. No editing. I think you can put titles in now and stuff. I'm not sure. I'm not really a big phone person anymore. I've always been a camcorder person. So that's that. But anyway, we just got through shooting with this thing right here. This thing actually works. I was amazed. I was actually blown away. Now, I have not seen what the quality looks like on the computer, but this baby is pretty awesome. I talked about it in the first part of the video. I didn't bring out the little screen cover thing or whatever, but the screen flips out, it flips out into different orientations, flips around, so you can do selfie mode. I mean, this camera is awesome for its day. 1996, okay? Read my lips. This came out in 1996. I went and did some more research on it. When you flip it out, you can actually see the tape in the back, and the tape actually works. Like I said, the tape works, the remote works. Now the remote, we're gonna talk about that. It came with the remote. Here's the remote. Anytime you get anything old like this, vintage, you gotta take the batteries out. If you don't take the batteries out, you're gonna get corrosion. And that's what happened in this remote. I got the remote and I took the batteries out, and surprisingly, these are probably the original batteries that came with the system. I've never seen any batteries this color. I could be wrong, but it says Sony. It says Super Sony batteries. Okay, it says Super Sony batteries. Can you see? Can y'all see that? Super, and then Sony. Okay, so these are the batteries that came out. The one that was on the spring part, the negative, you can see that it's very corroded. Boom. Look how ugly that looks. Yeah, it looks ugly. Can it zoom in? I don't know if it's going to focus in or not. It's ugly. So it has corrosion. And so I immediately changed the batteries, but before I changed the batteries, I looked in and I said, yeah, this thing is corroded. So I took a pair of scissors and tried to scrape off some of the spring, you know, so that it would make contact, because I put the batteries in and it didn't work. Put the batteries in again, didn't work. So I took a scissors and started scraping off some of the corrosion. Still didn't work. And then it dawned on me. I kept on trying to figure out why it wasn't working. Got some spaghetti on my some Bro-Getty. Got some Bro-Getty on my Sony remote. The reason it didn't work is because I had to go into the menu system of the camera, and there's a setting that says Commander, and I had to turn Commander on. So I wanted to talk about that. I'm so excited. I know it sounds crazy. I had to go into the camera and turn Commander on, and it done because I had already watched a YouTube video about this camera, and there was a guy talking about it and talking about all the connections and stuff. And one thing he said in the YouTube video, I remember him saying, Commander. He didn't know what Commander mean. He didn't know what it meant. So I was like, when I went back and I noticed that the remote wasn't working. I said, Commander means you're commanding this. You're commanding this somehow with the remote control. That's my theory. That's what I thought. So I said, I'm gonna go turn Commander on and see what happens. As soon as I turned Commander on, it started working. Okay, so we're gonna show you some playback on this thing. I did a couple things. I came out here, I put it on a tripod. I did a whole video with this thing. It was pretty neat. I may show some of that footage later to show you what it looks like. I don't have time to edit it all in right now into this video, but you know, I may do it later on. We use this microphone right here. We use the Cyber microphone. I told you guys about the Cyber microphone, Radio Shack microphone. I don't know what year this came out. This might have been around the same time. It might have been in 1998, 96, something. I don't know. But this is a cool microphone. So I use this, but I did get some static with the adapter. And this is the adapter right here. It's a 2.5 millimeter down to quarter. I did get some static. I think it's the adapter. It could be the cord of the microphone, and it could be the switch, being that it's so old. So I'm not sure, but I'm gonna show you what results that I got so far from this thing. I'm gonna turn it on in play position. Oh, that's camera. VTR. This thing is pretty awesome though. Okay, so it's in camera mode now, and I'm gonna actually show you that the remote works. So here's the remote. I'm gonna hit the play. I like this. Like I said, I like it because it's old, because it's something different. I got my tripod all crooked, but I actually like this. This is the footage that I shot earlier. I know you probably can't see it that well, but right here, right there looks good. Okay, so I'm still looking at this orientation because I want to be centered with the camera, but I'm not. But you can see my face a lot better right now that I got my hat up in the air. Bring my hat down. Yes, it's going to be darker. And this is what it will look like. Once again, a 1996 camcorder. Can you still record on something this old, this vintage? Can you still record on something like this? Yes, you can. I believe you can. How's the quality going to look? That's the difference. We don't have. We're gonna make this a tapeless system because we know that the tape probably will not last that long with the capacitors and everything that's going on with these old camcorders. So we're gonna make this a tapeless system. I've decided that I am gonna make it a tapeless system, and in order to make it a tapeless system, I've got a couple recorders.
So that should give you an idea right there. And the tape is actually spinning. I don't know if you can see that, but the tape is spinning.
With this camera and make this our new tapeless high 8.
Can you guys see that? I'm not sure if you can see that or not.
So I'll get back with you guys once again, reporting live. Today is the 21st of April, 2024. But we're recording on a 1996 camera, so we're going to say this is 1996. We're back in 1996. This is the way it would have been in 1996. I would have been out here. I would have been out here with my cowboy hat on. I would have been making videos. I would have been broadcasting. And once again, for the people that don't know who I am, computer animation, three-dimensional holographic digital video broadcast, special effects engineer / senior audio visual telecommunications specialist / broadcaster, not broadcaster, broadcaster, not broadcaster, broadcaster, not broadcaster of my reality show born in 1963, all in HD. Now we're going to get ready and go back. I got a video to post today that I shot earlier.
Okay, so that should give you an idea that it does work. I'm gonna stop here. The remote works, the camera works. This thing is pretty awesome. I'm not lying. I actually like it. So I went in there and I set the date for 1996 just to have fun with it, and I'll probably go shoot some more stuff with it. But look how small it is. It's got a nice little compact factor. The only drawback to this camera, I mean, it's really nice. The only drawback to it is the quality, of course. It's not going to compare with the quality that I'm shooting with right now, which is HD. Yeah. I probably got this set for, I got it set for 30 frames. Okay, 30 frames per second. It takes more memory on this little camera and everything, but it's cool because it's instant. You shoot and then bam. I'm using the DJI Osmo Pocket version 1, and yeah, this is cool. But that's what I wanted to show. You got to use whatever you got to use. Now, if this is all I had, and I needed to get some information out there, there was a fire, there was an accident, something happened, and I wanted to pull this out and start shooting with it, I can start shooting with it. Another thing is it has a little red light on here that comes on to let you know that you're shooting. When you hit record, you can turn that on and off in the menu system. That's what most camcorders had back in the day. It also has a tally light on the back to let you know whether you're shooting. It lights up too and lets you know that you're shooting. This thing has a lot of stuff, a lot of features. It does not rotate. This does not rotate. It only goes up and down and like this. And what's cool about it, if you put it on a tripod, say you put it on a tripod like that, you can still get to access to all your buttons here. All your buttons are play, record, fast forward, and that you can still get to your menu and still have it, you know, like watch it like a VCR. So this thing is pretty awesome. I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up because I gotta finish eating my food. I don't want the insects to get to it, but I wanted to tell you that is the Sony SC-55. If anybody wants to know, you want to get one of those cameras. It may not work now. You know, I didn't expect it to work. I only bought it for the Broadcaster Museum. I didn't spend a lot of money. I don't know what I spent. Maybe we'll post it later on. I probably spent like 20 bucks for it or something like that, but it's worth it. It actually works. I usually don't, some of my camcorders do not work when I get them. And I'm not trying to repair them. It would be an arm and leg trying to repair them, trying to buy belts and all that stuff. Anybody trying to do all that. And the tapes, now that came with the tape in there too. So I used the original tape and just recorded over it. It had some video of somebody's house or something, and I just recorded over that junk, I think. It might still be in there. I think I recorded after that part of it. But, sorry, excuse me guys, but I'm hungry. But the main thing I wanted to make this video, this is supposed to be a quick video. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. We're going to send this video straight out. This is part 2 of Bro Life 38. I went ahead and labeled it Bro Life 38. Also, WBN, World Broadcast News, Channel 63. We also got that because we're going to talk about another case. If I want to tell you about another case, that's part of the World Broadcast News. And what else? Of course, Broadcasting Saturday. Broadcasting Sunday. Today is Broadcasting Sunday, okay? Today is the 21st of April. NAB, I missed NAB this year. I used to go to NAB every year. I've missed it actually now for the last 4 years. I miss NAB. NAB stands for National Association of Broadcasters. I used to go to that, interview people. Sometimes I take some of my old vintage camcorders and stuff like that in and just have fun with people. Most of the time I used to take my scooter in. They really like that when I used to drive my my mobility scooter, which I still have. A lot of people ask me, do you still have that? Yes, I still have it. I gotta do some repair work to that. I was going to do a crazy modification to it with the ATV. So I still may do that. I still got the ATV. It's in Vegas still. For people that want to know, I have to pay on that storage. It's in storage. So I still have the ATV with the mobility scooter. The last time I converted that scooter, it was a Bro-Bentley. We changed it to a Bro-Bentley. It was a Bro-Sadies. Went from Bro-Sadies to Bro-Bentley. And now it's Bro-Bentley still. The Bro-Sadies body, I don't have anymore. Because I lost the storage out there. And it was in the storage that I lost. And all the wheelchairs I had, I used to have a bunch of wheelchairs because I started off with the wheelchairs. And I graduated. I tell people that all the time. Yeah, I had a lot of stuff. It was cool. But sometimes you got to graduate. You got to move on. You got to learn to move on in life. So I went from the wheelchairs to the big mobility scooter. That thing went like 10 miles an hour. It's cool. We're going to make it go faster than that, of course. I'm still working on it. I will be working on it once I get back to Vegas. And we're going to talk about that too. I talked to my friend Josh today out there in Vegas. It was an OG on a little tiny bike, like one of them little, what you call those bikes? Those like those little BMX bikes. I'm laughing. OG like me. Somebody that looked like me on one of those little BMX bikes with probably a little Bluetooth speaker. I'm trying to bump like in the old days. I used to do that, but not like that. Anyway, what I was saying, I talked to my buddy Josh out in Vegas. Josh, love you out there, Monroe. You guys know Josh used to go to UNLV. He was a student at UNLV. And he's working in another hotel right now. I forgot the name of the hotel. He told me the name of the hotel. It's a new hotel that just opened up in Las Vegas. He called me today. And I just wanted to say that things are different now. Back in the day when we did bro wrestling over at UNLV, you guys know what I'm talking about. If you were ever watching any of my old videos, bro wrestling, bro this and bro that, kicking back at UNLV, can't do that no more. The rules have changed, and a lot of people have made it hard. And that's why we have those rules in place. I'm not against the rules or anything like that, because I'm not out there anymore, and I'm not going through what I went through. But the time when I was, I had my little hard times, and I was homeless, and I paid for the gym membership and all this other stuff, and was out there at UNLV and kind of kicking back. Can't do that no more. Josh told me today, you can't do that. They call the cops on you. He said you got to keep your eyes open. You can't be sleepy. Can't do no bro wrestling. Because, you know, we used to bro rest. I used to camp out completely, right? And I wasn't the only one. It was like, man, those guys used to camp out real bad. Some of them was just taking advantage of the system. And all it takes is one bad apple. And they just, I might have been a bad apple too. I don't know. But they was really taking advantage of the whole system. I might have took advantage of the system too. If I do, I repent. So, I'm sorry, Lord. But yeah, you can't camp out no more. You can't sleep. They said if you close your eyes, they walk up to you and say, if you close your eyes, you have to leave. I know it's not funny, but they walk up to you, they check you, they be watching you. They say, yeah, he's got his eyes closed. Walk up to him. They walk up to you. If you got your eyes closed, if you blink, it's time to go. I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, that's my joke for the day, but it's true. So the rules have changed, and the rules are changing all around the world in every area. So that's why I'm making this video. I'm just wondering, I think I better end this video because I don't want to have multiple clips. I just want to send this out. And I don't know how much time you get on this video. So we're going to end it. I love you guys out there. Peace and love. Once again, Bro-Getty. You see me eating this Bro-Getty. Boom. I almost ate almost all of it. Please donate. Come on and donate so I can get some ground beef. Donate. Help a brother out. Okay? I'm eating Bro-Getty with spaghetti, with ketchup instead of Prego sauce. Okay? Hot dogs. Chopped up hot dogs instead of ground beef. Help a brother out. Okay? So don't hate. Don't hate. Donate. Okay? Don't hate. Donate. Help a brother get some ground beef and some real meat. Because this is pork. These are pork hot dogs. These ain't even beef hot dogs. This is not even good for me, right? You know, I'm all out of shape and everything else and could have high blood pressure. I don't know if I do or not. I need to go to the doctor and get checked out. I ain't checked out and get checked out in a while. But look at this. Hot dogs, pork hot dogs with spaghetti and ketchup. Is that a good meal? No, I don't think it is. So don't hate. Don't wait. Please donate. I love you guys. Peace and love. And we out. Okay, back again. Sorry about that, folks. I always forget something I wanted to tell you. This is going to be part 3. We're going to maybe combine it. I don't know. Or maybe just be part 3. Broadcasting Sunday, okay? Broadcasting Sunday. We back. I just wanted to talk about making an old camcorder. Like, once again, we was talking about the SC-55. This is the SC-55. I love this thing. Very good, nice form factor. You would not think that this is a camcorder. You'll think this is definitely a camera where you take pictures, right? Looks like a digital camera, old digital camera, like the floppy camera. Okay, we know about all that. We talked about it. I love this camera. Got the flip out screen. Boom. You got the little pop thing that pops out for the sun, the sunshade or whatever, and everything else. This thing is amazing. Got a remote control, came with it, and a lot of other things. Got it really cheap. Once again, shopgoodwill.com. shopgoodwill.com. They need to let me sponsor them. I don't know. shopgoodwill.com. Anyway, this camera, we're going to make it tapeless. And in order to make it tapeless, there's a couple options. You could buy like a little small digi recorder. I just got this recorder called Digit Now. It's called Digit Now, and it's a little flat screen recorder that records, the SD records right onto that. So you could plug it up to this because this has the audio video output on the side here. You got the audio video output on the side, the yellow connector. I don't know if you guys can see that. So you would take the 3.5 millimeter yellow connector with RCAs coming out on one side, then you have to put on a barrel connector, and then you put RCAs on the other side of that, and then you would run it into the digit recorder. So it's a kind of a process, but it works. That way you're recording it directly onto a SD card. Okay, I have that little recorder. I got the Digit Now recorder, and then I've got another little cheaper recorder. It was called can't think of the name of it, but you can buy these recorders on eBay. You can buy them on Amazon. All these little digital recorders. Just type in video digital recorder, and a lot of different ones that come up. I can't even think of the names of them right now. But I bought one for like 30 bucks. Quality wasn't all that great, but it'll probably be okay for this, considering it's just the resolution is probably very low. You know, it's going to be like 720 by whatever. Another option is, we're going to show you this real quick. Remember, this is a Sony camera. Okay, it doesn't matter about the name brands or anything, but I just like to have Sony. I like to keep things kind of in sequence. I have a Sony DVD recorder. This is a DVD recorder, and the DVD recorder will work. You could take the plugs off of this, and you could just you could take the cable that's going to have your composite output, which is going to be your red, your white, and your yellow. Okay, and you just plug it right into the DVD recorder, put a DVD in there, and bam, you're ready to go. Record straight on the DVD. Memory Stick Pro Dual, and also Memory Stick Pro. Okay, I'm not sure how that part works. I think you can record from the DVD onto the memory card as well, but I don't think you can go directly to the memory card. This was a unit I bought a long time ago. These used to be very pricey. These used to be like $200 and some for one of these, like $250 or something, and now you can get them. I got this one for like 50 bucks or something like that a long time ago, like 2 years ago. Really haven't used it. Used it a couple times. I gotta clean it up. But DVD recorder, very small. I got Velcro in the back of here. Okay, you see the little Velcro things? This used to be attached to my camera. I used to attach these to my E&G cameras, big broadcast cameras, and I used to record directly on the DVD with the big broadcast camera. That was That was in probably like 2003, somewhere around there, when I used to use my old Panasonic broadcast camera because I didn't want to use tape. So I just take the Velcro, stick this on the back of the ENG camera or on the side of the ENG camera, and bam, now I'm recording on DVD. And it also has a monitor. It has like a small monitor. Don't know what size this is, maybe a 2.5-inch monitor on there, so you can see it actually being recorded. I'm giving you guys all the gems, okay? All the gems of how you can do things without spending them, without breaking your budget, without breaking your, what do you call it? Breaking your, breaking the bank. Without breaking the bank. I'm kind of tired right now. I ate a lot of that Bro-Getty, and I'm starting to get really lazy now. I want to relax. But I just had to tell you guys about that because there's multiple ways of taking these old cameras and making them tapeless cameras. You don't have to use the tape. The tape mechanism works on here, which is great. I love it, but it's going to be a hassle of taking the information off the tape and putting it into the computer and then trying to post it onto YouTube. So I got a couple ways of doing that. I've got a couple capture modules. I've got a composite to HDMI, and then I got the HDMI capture card, so it goes into the HDMI capture card, and then the capture card goes into the computer through USB, and there you go. So I got two different adapters to make this work if I want to go straight into the computer, and I can capture it straight in to with OBS. Okay, OBS is the what does it call it? On-air broadcast software. That's what it stands for, something like that. I like acronyms. But OBS software is free. You can download it on your PC and on your Mac, and you can record with the OBS software, which I think is the best thing to do. So if you got anything like an old camera or something, you want to bring it in, you got to get, first of all, if you got an old camera, it's got composite, which is the RCAs. You got to take the RCAs, you got to buy this little adapter. It costs about between $9 and $15 for these little adapter. You put the RCAs into that little box, then you take that little box and you run it into the other capture card. That's going to cost you another $15. And then, bam, now you're able to go straight into OBS, and it's going to look at it as being a USB camera. And that's one way of doing it. Or you can just buy, there's a couple capture devices out there that they make it real simple. You just plug it in USB, and they already have the RCAs on them. I used to use those all the time. Dazzle used to make one. There was a whole bunch of one. Diamond. Starting to come back to me anyway, they got a whole bunch of capture devices where you can put RCAs in, look it up, RCA to USB, and they got a whole bunch of those. Okay, that's called composite. Really, it's composite video. And then you got component. Component is another whole way. If you have a camera that has a higher resolution HD, but they didn't have HD connectors on the cameras back in the day, they had component, which was RGB. You can do that. I know I confused a lot of people out there. Sorry about that. But that's what, I'm a technician. I've been a technician. I was a computer technician. I'm an audio-visual technician, and a lot of other technicians. So that's why I talk like that, and I talk fast. Sorry. Now, anyway, so this is part 3 of the video. I tell you guys once again, if you like the information that I'm putting out, help a brother out. Don't hate, don't wait, donate. $sign Tony Mcdew. Go to my Cash App. It's $sign Tony Mcdew. If I have to edit this video, which it looks like I'm going to have to, I'll put that in the description. It's probably going to be there right now as I'm speaking. So it'll say $sign Tony Mcdew, Cash App. Cash App a brother, okay? You saw what I was eating. I ain't ate all my food yet because I'm full. But I'm eating hot dogs and spaghetti. Hot dogs and noodles, really. It's kind of like hot dogs and noodles. It's pretty good. Hot dogs and noodles and ketchup. You see a big old blob of ketchup? Hot dogs, noodles, and ketchup, and some garlic sauce. This is not gonna be good. I know for me later on, but brother gotta survive. Okay, I ain't gonna be trying to starve. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again. I know today was not supposed to be no flashback Sunday, so I gave you a little flashback Sunday about this camera. I love this camera. I love this thing. Video High 8 Handycam. The Video High 8 Handycam CCD SC-55. Or you can just say SC-55. That's probably going to be easier for you. The SC-55 came out in 1997, okay? 1997, and that's all you need. Okay? Now, if you want to be a little bit more modernized, you can get like a mini DV camera. That'll be a little bit better. Of quality be a lot better, I think. So these were kind of faded out a little bit after a while. This is 1997. Then they started coming out with mini DV cameras, and those started to come out. I don't know exactly what year, but I've got a ton of those too. I've got JVC, I got Canon, I got a Sony mini DV camera. I've got a bunch of different mini DV cameras. And then I've got the Hitachi. I showed you guys the Hitachi the other day. Hitachi DVD camera. They got the DVD cameras too. You can shoot with those. You can shoot with the mini DV. You can shoot with the DVD. And now I'm going to show you one more. If you really just want to bypass all that and you don't want to go back to all those different formats and you want to make it easy on your life, bam! All you need is one of these. Little small camcorder. This is one of my favorite camcorders. This is the CX405. The HDR CX405. Look how small it is. Look how light it is. It doesn't weigh anything. This thing is all plasticky. It does not have microphone input. Oh, it works too. It does not have microphone input. You heard it when I turned it on. Come back on again. Oh, I'm in the menu system now. Anyway, it does work. It does not have microphone input. This one actually takes the micro SD. I don't have a micro SD card in here right now. And this is your simplest way of getting the video onto your computer if you're not using a cell phone. Cell phone is probably the easiest way. Everybody uses a cell phone nowadays. You know, use whatever kind of phone you got, whether it's LG, whether it's whatever you got. That's probably the easiest way to get your video out. But for long periods of time, you don't want to use up all the memory on your phone. You get you one of these babies. You put a little micro SD card in one of these right here, and you're ready to go. I could put a 250 gig micro SD card in here, and I could probably shoot for hours with this thing. Now your battery life is not going to give you those hours, but you could plug it into this one actually has a built-in USB cord, so your USB cord could go into your cigarette lighter of your car with an extension cable, and you could just shoot all day with this thing. All day. Read my lips. All day. And your camera's not going to overheat. Did you guys hear me? Did you even understand that? When I say overheat, the YouTubers out there right now, the YouTube influencers, they want you to buy all the mirrorless cameras, and you're shooting in 4K, and the cameras are overheating, especially on a hot day. If it's hot today, your camera's going to overheat. I just talked to my friend Josh a little while ago. He said his phone overheated. His iPhone 15 overheated. Are you reading my lips? These don't overheat. You can shoot all day and all night. You can turn this thing on. You can use it as a security camera. I got a couple of these I use as security cameras. They stay on all day. They were made because they are camcorders. They're camcorders. They were made to film long events all day long, all day, all day, all day. Your phone is not designed to do that. It's okay to use your phone. Nothing wrong with using your phone. Long periods of time, long events, get you one of these. You don't need to record everything in 4K. Am I recording in 4K right now? No, I'm not. I'm recording in 1080p, 30 frames per second. Sorry about that voice. I used to do that all the time. It was kind of fun. But I don't record in 4K. Read my lips. I do not record in 4K. There's no reason to record in 4K. That's all hype. 1080p. This is great. You see me pretty good. I'm okay. I look okay. What do you need to see? Every little bump and freckle? What do you want to see? You want to see every little hair? No, it's not necessary. 1080p. Telling a story. Telling you about something that's going on. Telling you about an action. Telling you about an event. You don't need 4K. It's hyped up. Maybe if you're playing a video game, a serious video game, and you want all those nice graphics, and you got spaceships flying, and you're shooting people or whatever, that's your thing. 4K. Okay, I can understand that. Graphics. I like graphics. I like special effects. I like movies. I watched Star Trek Discovery the other day. I loved it. I loved it. That Star Trek Discovery, it was pretty good. I was shocked. They kept going back and forth in time and stuff like that. Yeah, it was cool. But for what I'm doing right now, I don't need 4K. If I'm making a movie, special effects, flying in the air, 4K could be cool. Putting some graphics, some different backgrounds. I want to fly in the air. I want to do whatever I want to do. Yeah, 4K could be cool. But for this is called talking head video. Talking head. On my head. You see my head mainly in the video. I'm talking heads. That's what this is called. Talking head video. So no, you don't need 4K. You just need a cell phone. You need whatever. if you're gonna be talking for 3 hours, you need a camcorder, something like this. This little whatever I got, the DJI Osmo. I could plug that into my cigarette lighter, and that would work fine. I love this. I love the DJI Osmo because it's small. I clamp it onto my steering wheel. Feels like nobody's here, and I can just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. But if you're on a budget and you don't want to pay $100 or whatever, you know, you get you one of these. Actually, I probably paid about 60 or 70 for this. This is the CX405, and they're getting price gouging. These were like $200, I think, when they were brand new, like $250 or $200, and now they're if you can find one, grab it. You know, if you find one for $50, grab it. Now, you don't have to have the CX405. You can get an older camcorder. Like I got a couple other ones. This says 9.2 megapixels. I've got some that say 3.1 megapixels. The CX100. I got different ones. The CX120 or whatever it is. The CX2 something. As long as you try to get a Sony or a Canon. That's all I'm going to say. If you get a Canon, I like the Canons because they have a microphone inputs. So if you do decide to use a little lavalier microphone, a clip-on microphone, or even this little Radio Shack microphone with the wire, you can do that with the Canon. You cannot do that with this. You cannot plug a microphone in with this camera. So that is the drawback to this video. I mean, the drawback to this type of camcorder. So what you want to do is find a camera that works for you. That's all I'm going to say. I'm trying to give you some technology. What do you call this today? I'm a technology influencer as well, but I want to help you out. And if you're on a budget, I'm not going to be like the other YouTubers and say, hey, go get the Z1U, go get the Sony Z1E or something like that. I can't. The Z10. There's a whole bunch of other ones out there, and they're like $400. So when I say on a budget, I put you on a bro budget, okay? I put you all the way on a bro budget. That's why you see me eating food like this, okay? When you see me eating hot dogs with noodles, don't hate, don't wait, donate, okay? Because I'm keeping it that real. When you see me eating hot dogs with noodles and ketchup and garlic sauce, that's Bro-Getty. Bro-Getty on a budget, okay? I'm gonna show it to y'all again. Y'all think I'm playing? You know, I want to show you one of the hot dogs. Here's one of the hot dogs right here. Okay? Bro-Getty. So, when I show you about budgeting, saving money, I might take you all the way back. Yes, to 1996. If I need to shoot a video and put it into my computer and get it out there on the web, and this is all I have, this camera recorder from 1996, and I got it from the thrift store today. Say I paid $12 for it, and I want to go shoot some video, and I want to put it on the internet, and that's all I got. Bam, that's all I got. That's where I am. I speak from the heart. Well, you got to realize, I came from not having a whole lot back in the day, using big old VHS camcorders with black and white screens where you could not flip them around, where you could not see yourself, where you couldn't frame yourself up. You couldn't see yourself. You had to just guess. Like right now, I'm looking at the screen. I'm so used to looking at the screen now, but the old days I had to look right in that little dot and go, hey, I hope I'm framed up. I really hope I'm framed up. Now I might have to look at it and then go back and go look at it again and then stand somewhere and put it by a pole and say, okay, right here I'll be in the shot. That's what we had to do back in the day. Or you get somebody to frame you up. Nowadays, you pop out your camera, your phone, your DJI Osmo, your GoPro, all these generic cameras they got right now in the market. So many of them from China. You can get a bunch of them from China, and they'll probably do a great job. You have to be the judge of that. Don't let people judge you. Don't let people judge your quality. You have to be the judge. If you make a video and you're serious about whatever the subject is, you're talking about a serious subject, just put it out there. Don't let people judge you by your equipment. And I've been bullied back in the day. They used to bully me on my equipment. Every year, back in the days when I was a little videographer, I thought I had something good. Somebody come by and just shut me right down. And it's usually a guy that goes, my camera's better than your camera. And I go, okay. I started off with my VHS camcorder. I was using Polaroid VHS tapes and Quasar VHS tapes. You guys don't know nothing about that. Full-size VHS, Polaroid, and Quasar tapes. Got a good deal on those. Quasar tapes I used to get from Cook's Hardware because I had an account with them and I could get tapes pretty cheap. Not really pretty cheap, but I had an account, so that was the way I could get my tapes. So if I needed 10 tapes, I could go get 10 tapes and put it on my account. So, started off with my Quasar tapes, going out, doing my little broadcasting. I don't have those tapes anymore. I wish I had them. I lost them a long, long time ago. But I shot a lot of tapes. I probably had about 400 or 500 tapes. I wish I could show you guys some of those videos now. You would crack up. But I was doing my thing, and I was out there shooting with the Quasar tapes and the Polaroid tapes. Polaroid, you don't even hear that name anymore, right? Polaroid made videotapes. TDK, all those different brand names. Magnavox, I think, even made tapes. But anyway, I'm out there with my Memorex tapes. I remember Memorex. I'm out there with all these different VHS tapes, carrying a bunch of them at one time because they were VHS tapes. You had to carry a bag of tapes with you. You couldn't, you know, if you're going to be doing some long events. So anyway, I'm out there doing my events. I'm doing some club shoots and things like that, and dancing videos and all kinds of stuff, and just general stuff. Trying to do my little vlogging back in the day. Somebody walked up to me. I forgot where the guy walked up to me and said, "Wow, you do video, huh?" I said, "Yeah, I do video." He said, "Well, I've got the super VHS camcorder." Put his head up. He said, "I've got the super VHS. Super VHS quality is a lot better than VHS. I would recommend going to super VHS. S-Video. They call it S-Video. I would, he didn't always say super. They say S-Video. S-Video quality is a lot better." Speaking of that, this one also has, and I didn't tell you about that. When we pop this open, this one has the S-Video connector on the back. This little round circle that you see, that's S-Video. So this has S-Video out. High 8 and S-Video were very, very, I guess, comparable in resolution or whatever. This has the S-Video out, so yes, this would be your higher end model camcorder for 1996. If you had a VHS camcorder like I had at Quasar, they're gonna look at you and they're gonna laugh. You need S-Video or a high 8. High 8, they used to always talk about high 8. I never had high 8 back then. Everyone was always talking about high 8, high 8. The quality's gonna be a lot better. The quality's gonna be a lot better. Your VHS is gonna be some sorry looking junk. And it was, possibly. But the content, if I could go back and get the content on all those VHS tapes, that would be more valuable than the quality. I wish I had my old VHS tapes. If anybody ever finds my VHS tapes out there, they probably went to an auction or a storage. My name is Tony Mcdew. Tony Mcdew, Anthony Mcdew. If you guys ever find those tapes anywhere, please email me. Let me know. I'll buy them back or whatever, or just donate them back to me. I had hundreds and hundreds of tapes. I lost most of my tapes in storage in Las Vegas. I had a huge storage and I lost most of my tapes. It's a long story. Yeah. And then I lost my 1986 tapes. I had a lot of 1986 tapes, the Quasar and the Polaroid tapes. I lost a lot of those. I lost a lot of those years before that. So, yeah. If anybody has any of those tapes out there, Quasar, Polaroid, and you see Tony Mcdew pop up, the younger me pop up on the tapes. I probably had a Jerry curl back in the day. Hey, please let me know. Mail me one of them at least, and then maybe I can post it. A lot of footage. The footage is more important than the tapes. That's my statement for the day. It's not a statement, it's another word I'm trying to say. That's my point. That's the point I'm trying to make. The content is more important, not the quality. The quality of me shooting my video earlier today is not gonna stand up to this quality right now, but it doesn't matter. When I put it online and show you guys what it looks like, you might say, that quality don't look good. It's not about the quality, it's about this thing works. This thing works, it did the job, and that's what's important. Somebody goes out there and get into a car accident, and I'm the only one that captures it with that high 8 camcorder from 1996, and I'm the only one that got footage. Say the police department wants it, or or FBI or somebody wants it. I have that footage right there on high 8. Somebody commits a robbery, and I have that footage. Do you think they're going to be asking me? Do you think they're going to be caring if it's 4K or 8K? No. Somebody does some type of crime over here. Somebody breaks in someone's house, and I have it on 8mm. This is more important. Is the footage. Somebody gets into a car accident, a little kid on a bike falls off the bike, and I got it on footage. This is more important. Okay, it's proof. So that's my point for the day. So don't let people judge you, and don't let people put you down like they did me. I was bullied. That wasn't the only time someone walked up to me and said, I have Super VHS. I finally got Super VHS years later. Years later, maybe 5 years later, maybe 10 years later. I don't know how many years went by. I finally get it. 10 years later, I got Super VHS. I finally got it. And then another guy walked up to me and says, you have Super VHS? I said, yes, I have Super VHS. He says, I have Mini DV. You never win. You never win. So years later, I get Mini DV. I'm like, I'm happy. I got Mini DV. Cool. I got Mini DV finally. As soon as I get Mini DV, another guy walks up to me and says, I shoot in HD. I don't shoot in Mini DV anymore. HD is the way to go. Here we are today. We're in HD. Okay? 1080p, 30 frames per second. I'm shooting, making a video, talking to you in HD, and then someone else is going to walk up to me and say, you're shooting in HD? I shoot in 4K. You understand what I'm saying? It just keeps going on and on and on. Now, I'm at the point in my life. Can you see me in the video? Can you see me? Can you see me? Okay, y'all might need a little lighting. Okay, I'll add some light. It's getting dark. Put my hat back. Boom. Can you see me in the video? Okay. What do I need? I need some more light. Work with what you got. Turn the light on. Okay. So, if you got content that's important, you're trying to tell a story, you want the best quality. Yes, everybody wants the best quality, but you don't always have the best quality, and you may not be able to afford the best quality. And somebody's telling you, hey, you need to shoot in cinematic format. You need to be shooting in 24p, and you need to do this, and you need to change your shutter, and you need to no. Use what you have. Use your little LG phone that you got, and if you have to, go ahead and go use your phone that Richard T used to use back in the day. Use your cricket phone. I'm sorry, Richard T. I used to tease Richard T all the time. If that's what you got cricket, use cricket, okay? I'm not laughing because they probably got some nice cricket phones now. The quality is probably better than when they started off. So their quality, they probably got 1080p video, and who knows? I don't know. I haven't bought a cricket phone. I might buy one. I might buy one just to show you guys, hey, it works. That's why I pulled out the 8mm, the high 8 from 1996. That's why I pulled it out, because I want to show you guys. Use what you have, okay? You see, when I say use what you have, you see I have to eat what I have. I eat whatever I have. If all you got is some hot dogs in there and you got some noodles, make you some Bro-Getty. Make you some Bro-Getty. Get you some ketchup. You want it to be red. Get you some ketchup. Get you some garlic salt, some seasoning, and make you some Bro-Getty. Hot dogs, noodles, and garlic salt, and ketchup. People probably looking at my plate right now. Well, what the heck? Anyway, I'm watching the little kids. Little kids get riding around. They're stopping over here, and then they're on their little bikes, little cute little girls, and they're looking over here at me. They're like, "What is that OG talking about?" He's been sitting in his car. Is he talking to himself? Is he going crazy or what? No, this is what they call vlogging, or this is what they call broadcasting. I call broadcasting. I don't call it vlogging. I've been broadcasting since 1978. I just put a camera, pop it on me, and I didn't have a screen to look at. Put the camera on me and just, hey, here I am, Tony Mcdew, reporting live. We out here in 1978, talking about this, showing this. The gas, how much is the gas? The gas is going up. The gas is getting too high. The gas is 89 cents now. That's too high. Yeah, that's what I did. I did a lot of stories back then, and unfortunately I don't have the tapes to show you guys, but Can't go back in time and recreate all that all over again. So if you find the tapes out there, anybody has any of my tapes, Tony Mcdew, I know somebody has some of my tapes out there, or it might have been on some of my old hard drives that I pawned in my computers or whatever. Send me those clips, and then I can put them out there if you would like to. I would like you to do that. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and end this video. I love you guys. I've been talking for 29 minutes. I didn't expect to do this. This is going to be like a part 3. I'm going to have to edit these pieces together now. So we're going to go ahead and sign off again. Once again, help a brother out. We're going to end it again with the Bro-Getty. Help a brother get some ground beef, okay? So I ain't got to eat hot dogs and noodles. This is hot dogs and noodles and ketchup. Keeping it real. Hot dogs, noodles, and ketchup. Bro-Getty. Bro-Getty, because I'm a bro. I feel good. I'm having a good day today. I'm happy no matter what. I trust in the Lord for everything. I put everything in the Lord's hand, and I always say I put everything in the Lord's hand. So whatever happens, the Lord may be working through you. The Lord might say, hey, help Tony out, send him some money, whatever, to get some spaghetti, send him some money so they can finish this project, the Radio Shack computer project, TRS-80. We're gonna get it fixed. We're gonna have that computer this week. I guarantee you, we're gonna have a computer this week. So please don't hate, don't wait, donate. The TSR 80, I believe that. I already put it in the Lord's, I already put it out there. The Lord knows what our desires are. You guys can definitely help out so we can get that. So help me get that computer, and we're going to go ahead and do some restoration to that. Not really restoration, we're going to do modification. I already have a plan. I didn't get to tell you the full plan. I might have told you. We're going to use an iMac. We're going to use a iMac that I have, an older iMac with the silver bezel. I'm thinking about using that. The older iMac with the silver bezel, and we're going to turn it into an upgraded PC. We're going to use the Radio Shack keyboard, and not necessarily all the components inside the Radio Shack computer, but we're going to use the Radio Shack keyboard area, and that's going to be our keyboard, okay? And it's all cosmetically, it's just for looks, but it's going to look really cool. So we got an iMac. I lined it up kind of in my head a little bit already on how it's going to look. So the iMac is a 20, I think it's a 20-inch iMac. So we're going to be using that as far as the display. And I got a couple G4s too. I didn't talk about that, but I got a couple G4s. We could actually use a G4. We'll probably line up with it even better, but it just doesn't have that silver look. So I want to keep everything silver. And then we got also my my first VCR that I got, or VTR, which was Technicolor. The Technicolor VCR, we're going to put all that together. The Technicolor VCR has the same texture, the same color. The Technicolor VCR is going to be there, and then we're going to use a camera to go along with that. What camera I'm going to use is probably going to be my Sharp camera. I have a Sharp color camera, and I have a Sharp VCR also. So we're going to put all, that's going to be the whole display. And the Radio Shack computer is the center of it, everything. The Radio Shack TRS-80, that's going to be the center of it, and the computer that's going to be built into it, it'll be a PC computer, and we'll be using like Wirecast. I mean, not Wirecast. We'll be using OBS. We'll be using OBS as our main recording system. I've got OBS on all my computers. I've got a bunch of computers, and that's going to be that. So I'll give you more detail on all that. I love you guys. Once again, peace and love. Help a brother get some ground beef, because I'm tired of eating these hot dogs. And help a brother get some ground beef. And these are pork hot dogs, which is not good for me. Trust me, I don't think they're good for me, because I'm feeling kind of weak right now. I need to drink some more soda. So I still got my soda in here, still drinking my Sunkist to wash all this down. So I love you guys out there. Once again, peace and love. And once again, don't hate, don't wait, don't hesitate, don't procrastinate, donate. Okay? Please donate, help a brother out. I used to say my rap back in the day, which used to go like this: times are hard and people are chilling. You can't get a job, but you know you're willing. So you go down to the unemployment line, and the man throws you out on your behind. You guys, I don't know if you guys remember that. That was 2 Live Crew back in the day, 1980. I thought it was 1981, but I think in the video they talk about 1984. So it might be 1980. It was 1981. Because I remember that. I used to say that little rap all the time. But it was 1984. They started talking about 1984, how the world's starting to change and how people are doing this and people are killing and stealing and all that kind of stuff. And that's what we got going on right now. So, once again, I put my trust in the Lord. I love you guys out there. Peace and love. Once again, don't hate, don't wait, donate, $Tony Mcdew, because I love you. And we out.